What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So this is a Season of Discovery gold making video, and I want to talk a little bit about how you can prepare yourself to potentially control the market in Season of Discovery and set up your account to be solid for gold for the at least phase 1 of Season of Discovery. Because you got to keep in mind, when Season of Discovery releases, every realm is fresh. Nobody has gold. There's nothing on the auction house. And that's super exciting from a gold making perspective. Now, speaking of gold making perspective, if you haven't already, you can right now grab the Season of Discovery Gold Guide, which is tailored to, firstly, the phase 1 of Season of Discovery. It teaches you how to make gold from level 1 and the best farms at level 25. And whenever we get a new phase for Season of Discovery, I will update the gold guide and send that update to your mail for free. So check it out with the link down below in the description. And a big thank you to all of you guys that has already picked it up and the super nice feedback on the guide. Really do appreciate it. So what I want to focus about today is mainly two items that a lot of people are making a killing on Fresh Realms. Now, if you've played Classic Season of Mastery, and Hardcore, and you were into the gold-making game, you're probably aware of some of this, but the crafting like lesser magic wands is absolutely massive, because having a wand is like your most powerful tool when you're leveling a caster toon. So every single caster out there is going to want to buy a lesser magic wand and then a greater magic wand. Another thing that a lot of people will need is linen bags. There's literally people that don't really play the game at all in like the first couple of days, because the only thing they're doing is busy crafting linen bags, heavy linen bags, etc., and also the lesser and greater magic wand. Now, linen bag is quite easy because you just gotta level up tailoring, and literally the only thing that you need is linen cloth, and you purchase the coarse thread of the auction house. Now, I will highly advise you to, of course, browse the auction house of cheap linen cloth. But in a Fresh Realm, I've found that every single time it's way better to buy it in general chat and trade chat. So people are so desperate for raw gold, and like if you go on and check the vendor price of a linen cloth, you'll see what the vendor price of linen cloth is, which is sitting at exactly 13 copper. If you spam general chat and trade chat in the beginning, you can buy linen cloth for 20 copper each and just market it as paying more than vendor price, right? And people will sell you tons of linen cloth. And then you obviously take the linen cloth, you craft it into bolts of linen cloth, and you also then proceed to craft the bags. Super easy, they fly off the auction house, and even though it's a relatively small profit margin on it, doesn't seem like a lot of gold, it will get you enough gold to escalate it into wool cloth bags. Start buying wool cloth and turning that into bolted wool cloth and crafting those bags, and then later on silk cloth. Like, you just want to have more gold than the other guys, so you can get that momentum to be the first guy to reach wool cloth bag and then silk cloth bag. So like on top of doing like linen cloth bags, I highly advise you to do the lesser magic wand. And this one is kind of tricky, and a lot of people don't do it because the material required in order to craft it is the lesser magic essence. You just buy the simple wood from the vendor, right? But the lesser magic essence can also be bought from a vendor, but it's like a time-gated thing. It only spawns every now and then, so you can't rely on it. So you need to disenchant green items. And there's not a lot of green items early on. And when people do get green items, they sell them for a premium, typically more than a wand or close to the wand price on the auction house. But obviously, scout the auction house for green items that is priced less than a wand and buy those and disenchant them. But I found the best way to get lesser magic essence is actually to pick up a skinning, well, have one toon with skinning and leatherworking. It doesn't need to be high level. You can literally just make a toon at level 5, pick up skinning and leatherworking in the first capital city, and then go out and farm leather from like one of the starting areas. So for instance, if you play a human, you can go down to like one of the pig farms in Elven Forest, where a lot of people are requesting, and you just skin everyone's kills. And then you take that leather and you actually craft it into green items with leatherworking. So you want to craft the embossed leather vest, which needs leatherworking level 40. It needs 8 light leather to craft it. And a lot of people are crafting items with cloth instead. But it's way easier, like 10 times easier, to get the light leather instead of linen cloth. So I would instead take the linen cloth and make it into bags, and I would personally farm the light leather. Sometimes you can even buy light leather for vendor price on the auction house, and instead craft green items with leatherworking, and then you just disenchant the embossed leather vests, and you take the lesser magic essence and create it into wands. And trust me, just focusing on these 2 items, the lesser magic wand and the linen bag, will make you a fortune of gold. That will escalate you into crafting those other items later on. Now, I got a ton of guides, like videos coming up on what you should do, like as step 2 after this, and many more interesting videos. So if you're gonna play Season of Discovery, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way, you'll be notified whenever the next video comes out. And of course, if you're going to get ahead of everyone, you can consider checking out the Season of Discovery Gold Guide, linked down below. But that's pretty much it for today's video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.